So what I did right now, what I got in here, let me see if I can, I'm going to bring this down like so. Let me turn everything around here. I've got a TerraClaw 20 turn. This is a great motor right here. It is actually meant for crawling. I'm not going to use it for crawling. It's high torque for 20 turn, but it will not work under the weight of my vehicles. My vehicles are all over 12, 13, 14 pounds, some of them even more than that. So that's not going to work for that. What that is for is my drift car, which is sitting over there in my Skull garage. Whoop. Yeah, I got a drift car, guys. So that's going to be for my drift car, and I actually have two of them. I got another one right here, but this one is actually going to get it swapped out for a 35 turn, and it will be used for crawling. The 35 turn TerraClaw motors are phenomenal motors. If you guys want a good motor, and you know, you're not like I am, you know, and when I say I'm rough on motors, you know, I'll kill one of these in a heartbeat, and that's because my trucks all weigh 15 pounds, and I run them through mud and water and nasty stuff, not just once in a blue moon, but literally all the time. So there's not very many motors there's not a single motor out there that's going to last through my stuff. But this one right here would work good. If you have like a stock weight SCX10 and you're going to do some Ultra 4 racing and you want to stay brushed, this is a good motor for that. This is actually a really good motor for that. Let's see, next motor. Let's go to the next motor. And my shadow's in the way. I'm just going to pop them up. That's going to work a little better. There we go. Next motor is going to be a 21.5 ballistic crawler motor. And I love these motors. Run this right here with a Timbuktu. If you guys are anything like me and you like low geared vehicles, not high speed, you know, you've got to be okay with everybody passing you up on the straight stretches, because you're not going to be winning no races with this setup. This right here will give you so much torque with very little voltage use at all. It's great for a long-term setup. This ran my yellow Jeep for years at 12 pounds, and I'm not joking, actually over 12 pounds. It was like 12 and a half, almost 13 pounds. This ran my Jeep forever, off like the regular tranny setup and everything. No gear reduction, no nothing. This did it, and I love it. And I eventually wound up blowing it up by taking it swimming one time too many. I don't recommend swimming with brushless setups. However, if you insist on going brushless and you insist on getting wet, go on Novak's website and go through Charlie's write-ups. He has a really good write-up on how to waterproof your brushless setups. Alright, you guys need to know that. Go on Novak's website, go to Charlie's tips and tricks and all that stuff, and I forget what it's called. And yeah, Charlie has some good write-ups about how to waterproof these. Alright, let's see, what else do I got? I got an 18.5. This right here is a step down in torque and a step up in speed compared to the 21.5. The 18.5 is a great setup to run off of that Timbuktu as well. The reason I go for the 21.5 is because my rigs are a little bit heavier than most people, so I like more torque. It keeps the motor cooler, and yeah, that's why. So I've got two 18.5s. And the reason being, I run gear reduction units now in a lot of my stuff, so the 21.5 is technically a little too slow when I run it with my gear reduction. The 18.5 will be just right. And I've got one more 21.5 up here, boom, as well. Then over here, I've got a crusher system, and this crusher system is going in Project Hercules. That's what this is going to be in. This with the 21.5 is going to be in Project Hercules, and the reason for that is because that truck's going to be close to 20 pounds, and it's not going to need to be that high of a KV for wheel speed or anything. I don't need that much RPM out of the motor because I'm going to be running a 2-speed transmission. So I'll be able to shift it up second and get more wheel speed out of it. If you guys are running Ultra 4 and you want to run brushless, use, this is just my recommendation, use a crusher on a 13.5 ballistic motor, and you'll be pretty happy with that setup. Run it off 3S is what I'd recommend. If you're really crazy for the wheel speed, go for the 4S, but it's really not necessary for a lot of us. And then yeah, I've got another crusher over here as well, and this one's going to go in my tow pig Project Aries. That way Project Aries can tow under 3S, and I'll be running an 18.5 in that too probably. And that's, no actually, no, Project Aries is getting a 21.5 as well. So I'll be running a 21.5 in Project Aries and a 21.5 in Project Hercules. And that is because those two are getting 2-speed setups. So anyways, yeah you guys, that is my Novak layout for the projects I've got going on right now. Alright, if you guys got any questions about Novak stuff, feel free to ask me. I'm not always going to answer all your questions on that, because a lot of it really does boil down to, you know, opinion and things like that, and what you guys choose to do. You know, so you guys don't look at this as I'm trying to shove Novak down your throat. Just know that I choose Novak. I stand behind their product. They make an absolutely amazing product, and you need to read the manuals. You need to read them thoroughly. Download their app. Use their PDFs. You know, they got PDFs on the internet you can download and have everything right there on your phone. I mean, there's a billion ways to get the information. And you guys, if you don't know about KV, if you don't know about the weight and how that affects your vehicle and how that affects the motor, if you don't know voltage or amperage or how, you know, the draw from the motor to the ESC, you know, affects temperature, just all the little things that are involved, then you shouldn't be on the internet spouting off about what the best is and who's this and who's that and whatever, because it really doesn't matter, and you're going to make yourself look like a fool. Alright, what I would say is to just try stuff. Figure out what works for you. If you want to see what works best for somebody else, ask them. Oh, sorry, my heater's been on this whole time. Ask them. See, you know, what works for them, and figure out why it works for them, you know. But if it doesn't work for you, don't get mad at them. Don't go hating on the guys, and don't go hating on the company. It just didn't work for what you're doing. But this will work for what I'm doing, and I can promise you that. And I'll show you guys all this stuff in action here throughout the year. Alright. Piece of chick grease to everybody. One love. Shoots, brah, shakas, all that good stuff. And get you some Novak. Why not?